It's the next day. My GoPro died while I was at the first spot, so obviously I didn't get that footage. But the first spot only had about a ½ inch to an inch of ice, so let that sit overnight and it should build some ice. We aren't supposed to get snow till Wednesday, Thursday, so tomorrow through Thursday, so hopefully we can build some ice and have enough to fish on. Hopefully I'll be fishing sometime this week. But yeah, we're gonna go to the other spot and see how much ice is on that side. We're on our way to the other spot. As you saw, that first spot on the north side only had about an inch of ice. Usually with my spud bar, I go off of one hit is about an inch, and I'm not gonna fish on that. I go off of 2 hits, which is usually around 2.5 inches, and for that it's safe for me. But for early ice, I guess with 2 inches, I always go with a friend just in case anything were to happen. Getting to the other spot now. Still the north side of the lake, but this piece froze a little bit sooner, like a day ahead of the rest of the ice. Most of it froze just overnight, so we'll see how this is. This is where a lot of people usually start fishing. Grab the spud bar. If you're familiar with Rock Lake, this is Tyrrhenia Park. Usually the ice is a little thicker here. Right away. Two inches, give or take. Yeah, it's only 2.5. But we're only in a foot or so of water. There's one. Yeah. Still gonna have to wait another day probably. Supposed to be pretty cold tonight, so one more night. Hopefully we can get some good ice before all that snow is supposed to come here. But yeah, that's for, I guess, below Madison, southern Wisconsin. Hopefully ice fishing starts soon. Now, going off of ice conditions, you're always best to have your spud bar with you. Don't go off of what other people say, I guess, because they can be checking one spot and then you go to a different one, and it can be a matter of a foot that changes how thick the ice is. But early ice, like I said, always have a buddy. You never know if you're gonna fall through or if anything bad could happen. So just always bring a friend. I wear a float suit when I'm going. Yes, those can be a little expensive, but they are a good thing to have. Or just bring a little seat cushion or a rope but definitely invest in a spud bar. They're really not that expensive. They do the best. And once you figure out the spud bar after a couple times using it, you'll know what safe ice is and what safe ice isn't. Just don't walk out on ice that you aren't too, that if it seems sketchy, then don't go out. But yeah, hopefully give it a little bit more time and we'll be out fishing.